Hey guys, it's Rage. This is my video for Sunday. I didn't make one for Saturday. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, so hopefully this will make up for it. So yesterday was really busy. I've been down in Miami for about 2 weeks. First place that I came to was this laundromat right here, and they have Wi-Fi and I get to clean my clothes, which is always good. It's actually right across the street from Grant Cardone's office, which is cool. So anyway, yesterday I was actually in Fort Lauderdale. I had applied for a job canvassing for a window company, which is right up my alley. I spent the last 2 years in the solar industry. Started off as a canvasser, ended up being the canvassing assistant manager. I was the energy package installation manager for the company. They sent me to school to be an energy auditor. I was the production manager, and then they put me into sales. And so I figured it was something that I could do, that I could make money really quickly, because I'm running out of money without work. So I found out that the company's not necessarily 100% honest on all of what they do, and so it's not a company that I'm going to work for. Obviously, my integrity is the most important thing, as well as my mission, my quest. Save the world, right? All the bad stuff, the dozens of problems that are facing us, and I don't see anybody doing a good enough job about it, so I have to do it myself. So yesterday I decided that I was going to go door to door asking for donations and getting people to sign up for my consortium. And for those of you who don't know, consortium is a group of people or organizations that are dedicated to the same purpose, and in this case it's going to be saving the world from these global issues. So to get to that point, basically what I wanted to do is set up all of these different reporting avenues, YouTube channel, a blog, a Google Sheets, so that I could keep track of everybody. There's an app called Spotio that allows me to track all of the doors that I'm going to knock and gather all their information, and it's a pretty cool app that'll allow me to keep track of my work every day. And then as I get people to sign up for this organization to help me out, support me, and to donate, I will keep them updated with these avenues. And this is one of the avenues. This video right here is just an example. You're going to get one of these every day, hopefully, and also get to read some of my blog. I'm in the process of writing a book called The Book of Rage, which is going to be about who I am, what I've gone through, a lot of the research that I did when I was in Iraq, and basically some of the solutions that I came up with. And the idea behind the book is, once it's completed, I'm going to be traveling around the world, around the United States to start off with, because I only speak English, but eventually around the world, to get, I call them power people, basically people of influence, of money, of good intention, that decide that they want to make the world a better place. And so when they join the consortium, they will be responsible for a membership fee, and then an annual membership fee that should go to fund the whole project. And then from there, I'm going to be building a business that I think will allow people to gather together and work on these issues, and put money towards these issues, because any one of these dozens of problems have the potential of severely reducing the level of basically the life expectancy, the quality of life of everybody on the planet. Just to give you an example, all the glaciers are melting. People can say whether or not global warming is real, whether or not we're causing it. There's facts on either side, but what are we going to do about it? There's over 1 billion people that live on the river systems that are fed from these glaciers, and when they melt, it's going to be a global economic meltdown. If they can't get fresh water, if they can't feed themselves, if they can't work off the river systems, then that causes a major problem. That's just one of dozens of problems that we have to take care of, and the company and the consortium are designed to fix that. So by supporting me, you get to support my book. You get to join this consortium and donate as much money as you'd like to helping make the world a better place. And as I add to my blog, and as I get my book written, and all these other things that I'm going to be doing, you're going to get a really good idea of exactly what I've gone through that's kind of put me in this position. Right now I'm sleeping out of my car. This is my teddy bear. His name is Puppy. And my chest with my clothes, and my chair and all my trunks and stuff, and all. Basically, I packed up my life. I left Texas and came down here with very little money to get this thing moving. I immediately started reaching out to Grant Cardone. For you that don't know, Grant Cardone is a international sales guru. He's owns tons and tons and tons of real estate, and he's a motivational speaker. He and I are on the same general path. He's just already really well known and really, really wealthy, so he's got a lot of people vying for his attention. I am going to be gathering a lot of signatures for a petition to go and bring to him. I'm sending him emails with ideas of how I can help expand his brand. I want to start an innovation department for him so that we can grow his brand exponentially. And based on my experience, my skills, and the things that I've learned, I think I can do that pretty effectively. When I was in Iraq, I created a life management program that increased my capabilities exponentially, and I was reading 10-15 books a month. I was in great shape. I knew what I was going to be doing at any given moment, a week or two out. So it was a really, really good program. That's what I'm working on right now. This is what it is. It's basically a book where I keep track of my day-to-day stuff, and then I have what are called enabling programs, which are things that I want to work on. Right now, my primary enabling programs are Grant Cardone. Obviously, I've got a bunch of stuff that I've got to do to get in front of him and then explain how all of this works. The other one is obviously my book, The Book of Rage, and the Consortium. And then I just recently started taking boxing classes, trying to get back into shape. First boxing class I ever took was really good, and I almost sprained my wrist, strained it a little bit. It's still kind of giving me a little bit of problems, but it's good. It's actually South Beach Boxing down here in Miami Beach, and a bunch of really, really great people, really, really knowledgeable instructors. And it's just a good atmosphere. It's a good atmosphere to be in. One thing that I didn't think I was going to have a problem with was parking. Apparently, you have to pay to park everywhere down here, which can get a little pricey. The parking tickets start adding up. First parking ticket I ever had was the night that I showed up, and I had it within 1 hour of being here. I went to a hostel. I stayed in a hostel the first night, and for the next 2 nights after that, but that very quickly started eating into my budget, so I had to stop doing that and start sleeping in my car, which I was in the Army for 5 years. They taught us to be tough, but it's getting a little toasty. So the next step is to raise at least $100 a day, knocking doors, talking to people, trying to get donations. If I get $5 a day, or $5 from 20 different people, that's my goal for the day, and that'll give me enough money to basically feed myself, keep gas in the car, keep all my bills paid, and then maybe there'll be a little bit left over where I can actually stay in a hostel or an apartment or something like that. So, but that's kind of what I'm doing right now. That's the initial steps. I want to get into some martial arts. Got to find a dentist. I've got about $27,000 worth of dental work I want to have done, but that's much further down the line. And I've got a bunch of debts and stuff I got to take care of on the personal side. But the whole purpose for being down here is to sign up as many people as I can into this, so that you guys can see that the world is not a terrible place. We're struggling. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that are struggling in the world. There's a lot of people that are suffering, but not everybody wants to see that happen. I'm willing to dedicate myself to making the world a better place, one day at a time, one person at a time. I keep talking to people down here that keep telling me that I'm going to hate it down here. It's miserable. You're going to hate it. The parking sucks. The people suck. And I'm not hearing it. I'm just not. I've gotten to a point in my life where I don't need answers from anybody else anymore. I've got my head in the right place. I've come a long way, and you'll see from future videos and blog posts what I'm talking about. But You know, I don't know everything. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know everything, but I I regained my integrity and my honor. You know, I'm just trying to do my thing, trying to make it a better place. So every day that I can say that I did that is a good day. You know what I mean? So um, anyway, so it's going to be complicated. There's a lot of stuff to take care of, but I just want to give you guys an update. Yesterday, I created a new Spodio account so that I can keep track of all this stuff. I created a new YouTube channel, which this is going to go on there. I'm going to repost that on my new Facebook page, the Consortium. I did laundry. I put a finance app on my phone and did a budget. I signed up for a Square Pay account because not everybody's going to want to give me cash. And I had also set up a GoFundMe crowdfunding project. And you know, went to the gym. I drove all the way out here from Fort Lauderdale, which isn't that far. It's maybe, you know, 30-45 minutes depending on traffic. I created a blog. I turned my resume in, which that's not going to work out anymore because they are not a company I want to work for, but you know how that works. I put in like 4 hours of work, even though didn't really end up doing anything for them. But anyway, so, and then I did my intro video and a test blog. So between all of those things, yesterday was pretty productive. Today, my goals, you know, I woke up at 7. It gets really hot, so it's easy to wake up early. Usually, you know, I had a problem with waking up early for as long as I can remember, which is why I always try and take care of everything before I go to bed, because I'm a zombie when I wake up. But when you're, you know, when it's 85 degrees in the car and it's, you know, it's daylight, and it's easy to wake up at that point. I cleaned a guy's apartment for $40, which is good. I have to send out 2 emails today, or well, 1 email with 2 ideas because I didn't do that for Grant yesterday. I've got to stretch out because I pulled my back when I was at the boxing gym. I'm going to type out a summary for my book and basically list out all the topics that I want to talk about, and that way I can discuss them in my blog and in my videos. Got to do you know, a blog for today, basically kind of an update, or you know, pick a topic or whatever. This is my video, and I'm gonna go canvas one of the little areas that's southeast of Miami, south of Miami. It's not Coral Gables, it's one of the other ones, but it's an old hippie neighborhood that I've heard good things about. I think I'll get a good response out there. And then I'm going to create a petition for, you know, an online petition that people can go and sign for Grant Cardone, so that we can try and get in front of him and then start moving forward in that direction. I've got to sign up for an Instagram account. It's nothing I've never had one before, but you know, everybody's got one. Everything that I can do to spread what I'm doing around is a good thing. I went to Jiffy Lube. My car's been overheating, so I've got to go back there tomorrow. His mechanic was off, and I got to write out my schedule of all my goals for what I want to be doing every day, when I'm going to go to the gym, when I'm going to box, when I'm going to go to the beach and get a nice little tan, hopefully, and stretch out. You know, when I'm going to canvas, when I'm going to be writing, when I'm going to be doing the videos, a lot of this stuff, just to give me a little bit of structure. The more structure you can add to your life, the better off you are. If there are things that you're going to do every day, if you give yourself a little bit of a structure, you know, I find that you can squeeze in things that you want to take care of. If you write everything down like I do in my book, it makes it really, really difficult to not do the things that you want to do. Even if you miss one or two things here and there, you really end up doing quite a bit, and it's fulfilling. You know, it makes you feel good about yourself. It's something that you can show somebody else. You say, you know, I don't just sit around on my ass all day. I'm actually getting stuff done. And that really holds a lot of weight for people. You know, they want to make sure that somebody's not just, you know, sitting on the couch watching TV, bumming around, you know, doing anything that's going to be a vice or you know, negative to somebody else or whatever. And by keeping track of everything that you do, it really shows people that you're focused on something that's important instead of, you know, something that's negative. It's a lot easier for people to trust you when they can see that you're working on things that are good. You know what I mean? They may not agree with everything that you're doing, But as a general rule, if you've got 98% or 99% of what you're doing is dedicated to something that's going to help other people or do the right thing, or and that's going to be relative for everybody. When I say doing the right thing, saving the world and all that other stuff, that's I have an opinion about that, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to bring everybody in to be able to work on this stuff, because it's everybody's problem. It's not just my problem. I want to live in a world that I don't have to worry about looking over my shoulder and struggling every day. But that's what everybody has to deal with right now. So the sooner I can get everybody together and the more money I can raise, the faster we can get these taken care of, because it is a ticking time bomb. It's like a building that's on fire. Not just any building, it's an insane asylum. Most people don't know what the hell's going on, and they're just running around crazy. And you got to pick up a fire extinguisher and try and put out the fire and try and grab as many people as you can and let them know, hey man, the building's on fire, let's take care of this before it burns to the ground. And so that's the analogy that I like to use. But not all hope is gone. I've got lots and lots and lots of hope for what, I believe in people. I really do. And people ask me what's plan B, what are you going to do when you're going down there? And that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is focusing on doing the most important thing that you can be doing at any given moment. If you feel like there's something else that's more important, you're selling yourself short and you're doing the world a disservice, because somebody has to do it. If you just wait for everybody else to do it, it's not going to get done. Like I got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. I have to do something about it. And it's not easy. It's not great sleeping in my car, but there are millions of people all over the world that have it 1,000 times worse than me. And those are the kinds of people that I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help bring people out of the darkness into the light, because I was there. I didn't grow up the best. I didn't have a lot of guidance. I started off walking down the wrong path and did a lot of shitty things. And I'm grateful that I found my way out of that, because there's no place there for me. It's a terrible, terrible place, and there's tons of people that are still stuck there, and I want to try and help them live a better life, basically. So feel free to comment on this. I love you guys to death. I hope that everybody has a great day. Let me know if there's any suggestions that you have. Anything that I can do to try and speed this process up or make it a little bit easier on myself. It's challenging, but it's a quest, man. You know what I mean? The really cool thing about this is that I started reading fantasy novels when I was younger, and I wanted to do that. I want to be a hero. Being selfless and helping other people is a good feeling, and I'm on a real life quest. Pretty cool. And there's opposition. There's people that control this world that don't want to see this happen. They don't want to make the world a better place. They want to enslave us, and it's kind of a scary thing to go up against people like that. There are plenty of people that have went up against them before and ended up in a bad way. And hopefully I'll be able to get this thing to where it can't be stopped before they kind of notice what I'm doing, because that's the goal, is to try and fix it. Can't do part of it and I tried. That's not the point. It's about getting it done. So but anyway, have a great day. Let me know if there's anything you need from me, if anybody wants to talk about what I'm doing, or if they want any more information. The best thing to do is just to follow me. Most of you guys probably watch some kind of TV show or read some kind of book about some kind of hero. Somebody's doing the right thing, somebody's making the world a better place. This is like that, but it's real life. It's not fake. It's not bullshit. Anything that comes out of my mouth is the way that I feel. It's not a lie. And you'll see exactly why that is in future posts and future videos. I'll actually show you some of the stuff that I've gone through that make it next to impossible for me to tell the anything false, any untruth. And I'm not perfect, and every once in a while something stupid, but for the most part, my integrity is very, very important to me, because if you can't have your integrity and you can't have honor, you're not living really the life of who you are. You're actually living a shadow of who you are, and that's no life to live. So On that note, it's almost 20 minutes. I'm going to wish you guys a good day, and let me know if there's anything that I can do to make your day better. Thank you.